Number 2, borrowing and lending. So another important pillar of decentralized finance is lending and borrowing. In fact, a huge part of our current financial situation in the world is based on lending and borrowing money, so it would make sense that the blockchain could do it better. One of the reasons we can reliably lend and borrow with banks is because we usually put something down like 20% collateral, so that if we never pay back the full loan, our government can come after us and throw us in jail or make us pay that money. In short, there are legal consequences for not paying a loan back. Well, with crypto, this is a problem because one of the pros of crypto is anonymity. You could put 20% down and run away with the rest of the loan never to be seen again. So we have to find a way to solve this. In fact, with the use of smart contracts, we can actually allow others to use our funds while still keeping custody of them. So let me go through a little example. Person A wants to earn interest on his coins, while person B wants to borrow some coins. So person A goes to Compound or Aave, which are two platforms that allow crypto borrowing and lending. And person A deposits his coins into a smart contract. If you don't know already, smart contracts are just code that run a particular function. In turn, what he gets are called C tokens or A tokens that are a representation of his original coin plus interest. Whenever he wants to, he can just turn his A tokens or C tokens into that smart contract that was created by Compound or Aave, and they spit out his original deposit plus interest. Now, the smart contract is created this way so that there's no human being that has to do the calculation or have to do the transaction. It's all automatic by code. So that solves person A wanting to earn interest by lending in a traditional way. In the borrowing portion, person B must do something called over-collateralize his loan. This means if he wants to borrow $100, he must put up $120. So that way, if he runs away and never pays back his loan, the smart contract is written in a way that it can pay back person A their coins plus interest. Now, at this point in time, you might be asking, what's the point of taking a loan if you already have the money? Well, you're probably thinking in United States dollars. Say you have 10 Ethereum worth $1,000 because they're each worth $100, but you don't want to sell them because you greatly believe in the Ethereum project. So you put them up as collateral and borrow $800 worth of Tether, which is a stable coin pegged to the United States dollar. So you trade that $800 around, you make some money, you lose some money, you make some more money, and now it's time to pay back your loan. So you have $850 in Tether, and you pay back the original $800 loan to get back your 10 Ethereum. Well, in this little example, you made $50 from the little trades that you did, and you got lucky, but it has also been a few months, and Ethereum, like it has done in the past few months, exploded, and now they're worth $150 each. So now you have 10 Ethereum at $150 each, so now you control $1,500 plus the $50 you made trading. Basically, if you believe in Ethereum and you have it, but don't want to sell it, and you want to use the value of it, you can take a loan out on it, hoping that it will be worth more whenever you cash it out. However, if you traded, you lost some money, you gained some money, and then you lost some money, and maybe you ended up with $750 Tether, you would have two options. Option A is to front the extra $50 to pay back the full loan, the $800, to get back all of your collateral, and option B is to just keep your $750 and lose your 10 Ethereum, which could be worth a lot. Now, this might be information overload, but real quick, there is a second type of loan in crypto called a flash loan, which is a loan that lasts for like 10 seconds. If you could buy Ethereum for $10 on Coinbase and then sell it for $11 on Gemini, theoretically, you can make $1 every time you did that. And so you can use what we call is a flash loan to literally borrow millions of dollars. You don't have to put any money down. You just write a flash loan to borrow $10 million, you tell it to go buy Ethereum for $10 and then immediately sell it for $11, and then you pay back the original loan $10 million in all one small little smart contract that gets run in 10 seconds. Essentially, you made $1 million minus the fees that you had to pay for borrowing. But these fees are small because the lender knew that you would have to pay them back and that it was for a very short period of time. Now, this is a more advanced technique, but you could never perform this type of arbitrage in traditional finance. Number 3, decentralized exchanges. Okay, so I have a friend who traveled to London a few years ago from the United States. Now, of course, in London, the standard currency is euros, while over here in the US, it's dollars. So naturally, he had to visit a foreign exchange booth and trade out his dollars for euros. Unfortunately for him, the fee was like 15%, so he immediately lost 15% of his money because that's what foreign exchange traders do. Tourists don't know any better, and they need local money, so what they do is they take advantage of these these people? Well, when it comes to decentralized finance, instead of a foreign exchange trader, we have what is called a decentralized exchange, where you can exchange your coins and tokens for other coins and tokens. Now, the fees are usually very small, like less than 0.5%, which is a great benefit for anyone who regularly wants to trade their crypto assets. Most popular decentralized exchanges, or DEXs, work in a manner where investors pool their money together and then traders can trade that money. The fee of every trade that I mentioned earlier goes back to those investors, and it's all written in code so it doesn't change. A government can't step in and say, you can't buy Bitcoin anymore. The fees and the percentages that you change are locked too. They're written in code, so they don't change and they can't raise to crazy prices like 15%. Decentralized exchanges open the world up to a whole new variety of tokens and coins. For example, Coinbase, the first centralized exchange to go public, only allows you to buy and sell 32 cryptocurrencies at the moment. Since they are regulated by the government and have to abide by certain regulations, they very closely analyze each coin before adding it. The most popular decentralized exchange, which is called Uniswap, literally has hundreds, maybe even thousands of tokens that you can trade, and they aren't regulated by anyone. That's the decentralized part. There are billions of dollars locked up in these liquidity pools so traders can trade, but nobody can control these billions of dollars. They're just following a program that someone wrote. In fact, only investors can be the ones to pull out their money out of the pool. But if they did that, the lending rates would rise, and so new investors would come along and put their money in. So like I said earlier, the code can't be changed either. It's what we call immutable. So in the crypto space, we like to say that the code is the law. The government doesn't control it, the code does. And everyone has access to the code and it doesn't change. Uniswap is one of the major exchanges on the Ethereum network and it has billions of dollars in its pools. PancakeSwap is another exchange on the Binance Smart Chain network that also has a few $1 billion of liquidity.